All right, it looks like we are 3, 2, and 1. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy May 17th. Now, what are we going to be talking about today? We are going to be talking about how quite possibly your negative thinking, i.e. your negative self-hypnosis, is blocking you from the success that you want, whether it's personally or professionally. We can create these patterns that get in our way, and we can see just out of reach where we want to be, and we can keep ourselves from getting to that place, and it's like a punch in the gut sometimes. So today we're going to be talking about how you might be doing that so you can become aware of it, and then you can get yourself to a space where you're really taking things on, where you're really feeling better, where you're able to go, I can do this. But first and foremost, being able to catch and declutter that stuff, that messiness that's going on, that's cluttering up your mind and cluttering up your life. Okay, so before we go ahead and do that, I want you to go to the bottom of this recording or this live, and you're going to see a share button. I want you to click on that share button and say something like, hey, this looks really great, just wanted to share it, or something of the sort. And the idea is when you get the word out with other people, they're going to be able to learn this stuff. They're going to be able to see what they're up to and how it's getting in their way. And we're just sharing it. So I want to do that as well. So you go ahead and do that. And I'm going to do that. And we're going to get this word out. I also want to invite you to my group. It's called Relief from Anxiety and Negative Thinking. And the idea is if you're feeling like you're in a place of having negative thinking, or things are holding you back, or you're stuck with anxiety or perfectionism or any of that, you don't need to, right? And in the group, I share different tips and different tools and different supports and answer questions. And that's really what the group is for. So you don't have to feel like you're dealing with this stuff alone, because you're not, right? And it could be like it's really weighing you down, or it could be just a little bit, but you just want some advice. You just want to ask some questions. And it really helps to be able to do it in a group, because then other people are like, I can really relate to that. It's so good to know I'm not alone. So check it out, Relief from Anxiety and Negative Thinking. I look forward to having you there. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to share with you, I'm going to share my screen first off. And what I'm going to be sharing with you is a document. I like to call it Setting Boundaries Without Being an A-hole. It's a threefold document. So it's the setting boundaries. It's about allowing yourself to be able to see that you are understanding your emotions. And in that process, you're looking into you, into me, I see. And as you do that, you're able then to understand others. Into them, you see. So into you, I see. Intimacy. Into you, I see. The idea is as you create this experience, you are reviving your relationship, starting with you, as well as that other person. So that's how it's a threefold support document. So if it's something that you'd like, let me know as well. It is something that I do have to share. And I think it's showing, but it's not coming up on here. Give me 1 second. All right. Cool beans. It looks like it's sharing now. Perfect. All right. So what you see here is that threefold document that I was telling you about. Now, what we're going to be taking a look at is the aspect of understanding how you might be allowing these negative thinking to create these negative emotions and giving you negative results. All right. So before I get into that, what I'd like for you to do is allow yourself to think, what are some things that I might tell myself when I'm feeling frustrated or things aren't working out? And so the idea in doing that is being able to check in and go, okay, so I am creating these results. I am creating this experience and I can change it, which is really great, because if I'm the one creating the sabotage and I'm the one who changes that and instead brings supports, then I'm going to be doing so much better, right? If we're not doing that, you might find yourself feeling like you're lacking, whether it's at home or whether it's in your business, right? You might feel like you can't tell people what you need to tell them, or it's just not coming across clearly, or you're not setting boundaries with particular people, right? And sometimes you might feel like, oh, I'm a little stuck, right? I'm a little stuck in this situation because they're the only one I could work with for now. But then they can also learn the same thing, how to set boundaries with themselves, creating deadlines, creating an aspect of communication and connection. So first and foremost, being able to take a look. I can't move forward unless it's perfect. People don't listen to me, so I have to do it all myself. You might find sometimes that you're in procrastination because instead you're just in overwhelm. It's just too much, right? So take a look and see where these things might be showing up. Are you avoiding taking risks where you need to? Are you, instead of taking something on, you're waiting for it to be perfect, or are you analyzing it to death, right? Just thinking it. And what can happen is it feels like you're doing something, right? Because you're thinking about it, or you're taking notes about it, right? Or you're learning about it. But ultimately, all of that is having you avoid from taking those actions that you need to. And boy, let me tell you, I've done all of these. So this is not a you thing. This is a human thing. And it's just being able to catch ourselves in doing this process, because then we can shift it. Then we can realize what throws us into overwhelm and has us avoid. Well, what throws me into overwhelm is there's too many steps. I think this is a task. Instead, this is a project. Okay, great. So let me break it down. So if it needs to be done by this deadline, now I'm not talking about tomorrow, but if I was talking about tomorrow, how could I break it down in my day from the time it's due till now? And what does that look like? That'll help you kind of see how much time you have, where you need to invest it, and how to plan it throughout your day. Most of the time, we don't get a deadline just the next day. We have more time. So back it up to be able to see what you need to do. And that helps take out that overwhelm. Also, notice if there's any beliefs that you have going on, like I have to do it all myself. I can't ask for help. Help shows that I'm weak. Help means that I can't do it. Whatever it is, get yourself good at delegating, asking for help if you can, if there's any available. So being able to see, okay, so these are some steps that I can take, removing that thinking because that was getting me stuck. And yes, I did use the word self-hypnosis because that is what we're doing. If we're practicing a belief pattern, telling myself it has to be perfect, I can't get this to anybody else unless it's perfect. Well, what is perfect? As soon as you hit perfect, there's a new measure of perfect. And then once you're there, there's a new measure of perfect. And once you're there, there's a new measure of perfect. So I need to get this done, making sure that it looks professional, and I'll worry about perfect later. I need to get it done that matches the criteria of what is needed for it to be met, because there's a deadline, or there's somebody's relying on it, or I need to be able to move into the next step, and this has to be done first. So remove it has to be perfect out of your perspective. Now, that's way easier said than done. That takes practice. That takes catching the subconscious beliefs and the subconscious thoughts and the subconscious patterns that you're doing that say, I can't, this isn't perfect. And we have to be able to clean that stuff up before you're able to really move forward. Because most people, they just kind of ignore it or shove it down and they're moving forward, but they're not able to really move forward the way that they want to and need to. So as you're allowing yourself to take a look, right? So we talked about, first of all, you're allowing yourself to take a look at where are you being able to step up? Where are you being able to notice these things? It gives you that confidence, right? Then the second thing is being able to take a look at where you're procrastinating or avoiding. That's so important. What are the negative thoughts you're telling to yourself in either of those situations? I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I'm not as good as them. It's going to be wrong. It's not perfect. Take a look at what negative thinking is going on there and realize that it's negative self-programming that is setting you up for self-sabotage automatically, whether it's personal or professional. The other thing is allowing yourself to be able to step out of that perfection and take action. Remove, I can't get it done unless it's perfect. Instead, I'm going to get this done and meeting the criteria it needs to be met. I mean, you can't just turn in garbage, of course, but I'm turning in something that's grammatically correct. It's formatted correctly. It answers the questions it needs to, and it meets the deadline. Get it in, get it done, get it handled. And if there's anything that you want to add to it later and you're able to do that, fine. If not, then you either get your grade or you get the response or you get the proposal, denied or accepted. And then you could see what's missing. And you might say, oh, but I don't want it to be denied. Well, we got to go through it the first couple of times, and that's okay. Now, you could also say, hey, here's the rough draft of the proposal. I'm definitely open to having more conversation. Now, that's with business, but personally, here's what I'm thinking. This is just what I'm thinking, though. I'd like to continue this conversation after you've had your thoughts about it. Nothing has to be cut and dry if you give room for it to continue to grow. Now, if it's a paper or something that has to be turned in and the team needs it, well, then just get that in and you'll be able to see, okay, well, this information was missing, so let me go ahead and update you on that. Or this information, this data, let me grab that for you. That's just communication. Communication is a flow, allowing yourself to be able to see that. You can, okay, so again, here's another point. You cannot please everyone. Allow yourself to notice if you're trying to do that, and then notice if you're making yourself bad or wrong. You might have, this was so me. You might have it that no one else is complaining. No one else is saying anything against you, but you are nonstop, round and 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 round. And you're saying, oh, well, I can't please them because of this. I can't please them because of that. I can't please them because of this. I can't please them because of that. And then you might find people who actually help you, right? You might actually find yourself in relationships that are like, no matter what I do, I can't please them, which reinforces a subconscious belief that says, can't please anybody. So it's important to notice that you might actually bring that into your life, and you're not going, oh, let me bring that in just to make myself right. Not on a conscious level, but on a subconscious level, you are, right? If I say, I really can't be vulnerable, right? I have to depend on myself with things. And then you continue to bring people into your life who really are not dependable, then that's exactly what you're going to get, and you'll be right, right? Or you might find people that are kind of dependable, but in some ways they just can't hear you. They just can't listen. That's what you're going to get. So it's not that they're trying to be a certain way or anything like you're trying to be a certain, it's just a pattern that you're drawn to. So you can catch those things and start to work on them. Okay. So those are just some things to think about. And as you're thinking about them, creating a new plan of action to change them. So you're able to confront the issues without being confrontational. You're just able to take a look at it and handle it the way that I was sharing with you. So let me know if this is helping you. And I shared this with you, right, to be able to see when my emotions come up, what are they telling me? So take a look at the emotions here. See in this diagram, after the parentheses, it's telling you what is that coming up because of. Like disappointment is coming up because I feel tired of the same old thing. Well, what do I need? I need a brand new solution. I need new stimulation in my life. Meaning, if this is a problem and I can't figure it out, then you need someone to guide you, or you want to read a book, or you want to connect with someone who's been through that. Any one of those things, or all of those things. And then there's many other things as well. So giving yourself new tools, new supports, new understandings helps you to drop the disappointment. If I'm feeling angry, that's because something is unjust and unfair. So what I need is to set boundaries. Or I need to set boundaries with myself and check in and see that I'm believing something's unfair when it's not. That's me being unfair. I've got to set the boundaries with myself. So this is just a guide to give you the emotion, what's coming up, help you to understand why it's coming up, right? What is it that's happening that I have this feeling? And you might even notice the thoughts there, right? I have too many thoughts going on. I feel stressed. I'm not able to break all this stuff down. I'm feeling anxious. Okay. So anxious is I'm practicing all these negative what ifs. Well, what if this and what if that? And what if they think this? And what if that happens? And what if they did? Instead, it's reminding yourself, you've got this. You've done it before. You're going to do it again. You're going to figure it out. You're going to ask for the help you need or figure out whatever needs to come forward. And then as you're doing that, then that anxiety, which is just a heightened level of fear, it's taken care of. So the emotions are like, hey, I'm here. I need you to pay attention to me and handle what needs to be handled. And once you do, they say, all right, later, Gator. And they're out. So that helps you to begin to understand exactly what's needed for yourself. And that's why I want to share this with you. All right. I really do appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you looking into making a difference for yourself. I appreciate you sharing this with others so they can see what's possible for them. That guide that I mentioned to you is also a way to be able to share what you're thinking and feeling with others. And as you share this with them, they're also able to see, oh, okay, so this is where they're coming from. Oh, this is what, when I think this, that's why this emotion comes up. It helps to break stuff down and understand. I look forward to connecting with you next week. Let me know what your thoughts, your questions, your challenges are, personally, professionally, within your mindset that you feel are blocking you. Whether it's feeling anxiety, stress, inadequacy, separation, sadness, guilt, anger, feeling frustrated, feeling depressed, whatever it is, or any negative thought that's coming up that says, man, I'm so tired of this, or, this is so unfair. Why is this always happening to me? Or, you know what, I always feel guilty. I always feel like I'm grieving. I always feel like I'm alone and separate from other people. I feel like I'm not good enough. I always feel like I have to be perfect. Um, Constantly feeling overwhelmed. I didn't realize, but maybe it's sensory overload, you know? I always am in this place of what ifs. That's where I go. I can't seem to shift that. Or I'm always feeling frustrated, or I'm always feeling shut down, or I always stay super busy, or I find myself in any kind of bad habits, or just numb, right? So allow yourselves, if you're noticing any of those things in any particular way, ask me questions, because every Friday I go over those questions and I answer them for you, just like I did today. Because there's no reason for us to be stuck in these things. We think we have to and we don't. And this is something that I've learned myself, right? Oh, I don't think the screen was sharing for you. Oh, the screen was sharing for you earlier. Okay. So let me know what your questions are, and I'll make sure to address them for you. You guys take care of yourselves. Bring it in. Big squishy hugs. Know that you're cared for, know that you're appreciated, and know that you're loved, whether you like it or not. You take care of you, and I will see you next week. Ciao for now.